Buenos dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it, you already know. Like a motherfucking smack addict. Buy up, buy up. In a menudo style or direct fashion, we're going to get straight into the content of the day. But before we do, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Ding. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content I am kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support, man. We're going up on this channel. It's all because of you. And for that, I can say I'm very humbled and very much so appreciative. So what's going on? I want some of that money, right? The Chase Bank glitch. It's all over the internet. It's on fire, man. People thought that they really had to come up. Look, do you really think in this world that you could just run to a bank, cash out, get something for free and then bounce? Look, nothing in this world is for free. Nothing, right? The air we breathe, filtered, ain't free. You might think it is, but you're going to pay for it later, right? Nothing in this world comes easily. Everything must be attained and gained through hard work and dedication and consistency and all them fucking big words that none of us know how to spell, right? That's just what it is. But sometime over the weekend, somebody on TikTok discovered a Chase Bank glitch, right? Let me explain to you what the glitch really is. I've been seeing a lot of different videos and they never quite explain exactly what the get down is and what it is. They just say, run to the fucking ATM and go get a whole bunch of money. Now, first of all, that's fraud, right? You don't want to run to no ATM and do nothing without your bank account being the one that you're tapping into, right? And I'm going to tell you guys a story about how I did the same thing 30 years ago, right? And I paid. I paid for a long, I'm still paying. Credit is different with me, right? Hey man, I got my credit 600. Man, you added an extra zero on yours because let me tell you, mine has never been in triple digits. Mine's bad. Let's just say that I'm throwing a little tapatio on it, but let's say the very low 400s, right? All because of this move. So this Chase Bank glitch basically is, over the weekend, the banks will compute checks that are dropped in and they'll let you get a little bit of money out, right? So Monday, when the check clears, is when they figure out what's going on and what happened over the weekend. But usually, man, if you deposit a check, they'll give you action as some of the bread. So what's happening is these guys discovered that if they drop in, say, a little check, and I'm not telling you guys how to do crime. I'm just saying this is what they said. What's happening, right? You drop some money into the bank, boom, you're able to get, say, the bank will release to you. It doesn't look like a weird transaction, $500, $600, $700, $800. You pull that shit out. They're doing it in abundance, repeatedly, over and over and over again. And these guys are going on TikTok and Instagrams and all these social media sites showing $100 bills. And you notice that a lot of them are youngsters. A lot of them are guys that don't even think about their future and what they got going on and their credit and buying a home and what it's going to look like when they try to go buy that little old bitty Honda Accord that they want to get so bad. Let me tell you guys what happens. Ain't no glitch. Check fraud. It's bank fraud, right? So I remember years ago, I thought I discovered the glitch. Well, I already knew about the glitch. Anyone with common sense knows that when you deposit a check on a Friday after banking hours, unless your bank is open on Saturday, right? You can do it after Saturday. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to discover till Monday. And back in our days, what we did was we wrote bad checks. Okay, and I've told stories about, I don't know if you guys ever seen the doppelganger story I told, but during that time, I was at the Modesto Mall, and I was actually running the fucking paper, right? So me and my old lady at the time, we were doing bad. We were doing dirt bad. Our spoons were bone dry, right? And she came up with this plan. I blame her quick. We already did our time for it and all that, right? But she was a little bit more seasoned in the game when it came to the fraud game, right? Mine was pistol game. Let's pick up the pistols and do what we do. Hers was like, no, we don't even have to pick up pistols. We could get a bank by just going in there and getting a bank. Let them get themselves. So we put $500 into an account, I remember. And our plan was to have checks sent. So they sent the checks. We had them sent to a neighbor's house. It was an older lady. She never checked her mail. In fact, my old lady at the time checked her mail for her, would take her mail. So it was a perfect scam, right? So our temporary checks, we couldn't even wait for the permanent ones. We were so fucking greedy. Came to this chick's house when they did. We went and got the checks. And now we could write checks. See, nowadays you don't write checks really. I mean, some big corporations still have checks, but for the most part, you don't really write checks. You don't see people paying you in personal checks. They're still around, but you don't see it. But we got these checks, and man, we went on the world's biggest shopping spree. I ended up with a fucking Impala, a 69 Impala off those checks, right? This was back when Nintendo 64 had just come out. Old school stuff, right? Jewelry, Black Hills Gold, when everyone used to wear Black Hills Gold, leather jackets, CDs, gaming consoles, Nintendos, like I said. Anything your heart could desire, because you would write this check, but you had to show your ID. We were doing it like dummies under our own name. Okay, not even tripping on what was going to happen later. And we're so scandalous that after a weekend of blowing these checks up for over $50,000, $60,000, right? We went back to the bank bright and early that Monday morning, because we went and ran this paper all on a Friday, Saturday night, so the checks wouldn't bounce and start catching up till Monday. And we even pulled our 500 out. Right? We're going to go ahead and need that for gas money. We were riding around with checks without $5 in our pocket. That's the truth, right? That was our glitch. We did that back in the days. A lot of people were doing that back in the days. There was other things that were going on. And of course, it caught up to us. We both got locked up on it. And we both got fraud charges, man. We ended up doing a little time, me a little bit more than her, right? And messed up our credit, messed up a lot of our situation. I'll say that. So at the end of the day, man, you're just on borrowed time, borrowed money, and a whole lot of incarceration. And quietly as it's kept, we had to pay everything back. Nothing was for free. Them stores weren't tripping. They recopped everything because they had fraud insurance, right? But we didn't. Right? What we had to do was give the money back. I say that to say this. At the end of the day, and I even know, hey, Dubs did something the other day. He was like, why do all the content creators say at the end of the day? They be saying at the end of the day and first thing in the morning, right? at the beginning of the day, right? We're fucking up. We were, as a younger couple, didn't think. We were thinking about the immediate and right now rather than later. The world we live in, as you get older, you start to get a little bit more seasoned, get a little understanding that without credit in this world, without a good name behind it, without your signature being pura, you ain't gonna have shit. You're gonna put yourself in debt. You're gonna put yourself in a bad way. And it's, for some people, it's hard to claw out of that unless you can somehow get a good job. Credit affects everything. Living, your children's lives. I mean, it could just devastate you, where you're in debt up to your what do they say, up to your eyeballs, and people become depressed, and it starts going different routes, right, for different people, depending upon, how you feel and how you're raised. Now, I'll say this. Now I got lagañas in my eyes. My dog is right here posted up sleeping because he knows what's up. This chase money glitch is bullshit. I call bullshit, right? For anyone who believes that they can just go to an ATM and pull money out, that's what's wrong with, social media, is people start to believe anything is attainable or possible, if you just follow these rules. Yeah, let me go to the bank and just pull out, and I've heard anywhere from 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000, even $1 million someone pulled out. He's going to be locked up for 1 million years behind bars. Do you think that they're not catching up to people? Well, they are. And let me explain to you. The IRS, the banking industry, any one of those guys, once they start to notice a pattern, people start to run to these ATMs. They're monitoring everything. You're on camera. It's not like you're pulling money out in someone else's name. You're doing it in your own name. You're wrecking your own reputation. You're wrecking your own G-file, right? You're fucking yourself off. A lot of these people are going to reap what they sow. I hope all that money they spent on bullshit, food and clothes and material things are worth it. And I hope they really love that Gucci bag that they got, because at the end of the day, okay, you're going to be doing a lot of time in prison. And by the time you get out, that bag ain't going to be shit. Okay, your man purse, your merce ain't going to be nothing. You're going to get out with MRSA if you don't watch out, right? It's just all bad. You're going to get out with your own man purse, only it's not going to be one you carry. It's going to be one that's on you. Ask Wes Watson. He likes to put shit in it. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, this is what it is. Okay, this is what it is. That's the end of the day prophecy. This infinite money glitch and all that is bullshit. Never believe anything is free in this world. Never believe something is that easy attainable, because it's not, or easily attainable, because it isn't. Nothing. If it comes back in your name, if you have to sign anything in your name, that's on you. Now, that's kind of like gangbanging. I equate it to gangbanging. You think you get all those great things that you see, the cars, the money, everything in the rap videos, the clothes, the jewelry, the reputation, the respect. But with all that, there comes hardship. See, that's in the fine print. You're never told about the hardship. You're never told about the struggle. You're told about the word, like we'll take the Norteño existence, for example, the movement. You're told about a struggle, but you never quite are told about a struggle, right? Hey, Holmes, are you down for the struggle? And you think the struggle is just being a part of, associated with the homies. You're like, damn, this shit ain't that bad. I got a mean-ass mom on last night from my homegirl. Yeah, I'm down with the struggle. And then you find yourself doing 58 years for a shooting. Now you're struggling. Now that same chick that was giving you a mom one is giving one to your homeboy, the same homeboy that said, are you down for the struggle? These are the type of things. I'm not just saying the Norteños are just bullshitting you. I'm just saying in gangs in general or in life in general, you're going to be shown the finer things. You're going to be shown everything you think you want or need. But there's always some fine print. There's always some bullshit behind it. There's always some hardship, some struggle, some going through some situations. That's what this world is. This world isn't fine and dandy. This world isn't great for everyone. There are some that are born into a lifestyle that's very, I guess, better than others. They have more, I guess, opportunity. And then there are those of us, like myself, that was born into a single mother household, father incarcerated in prison, food stamps, rats, roaches, shiesty approaches, all that, right? And you have to fight and claw to get what you got. And then you have people that will sit there and watch your videos or my videos and talk shit. You live in an apartment. You don't got shit. That's fucking bootleg. That's that. Motherfucker, at least I came up out the hood, the slums. I got myself up out the mud, picked myself up and tried again, right? I'm happy with what I have. My children are content. I'm content. My motherfucking dog is sleeping here. He's content. Everyone's content. And I don't owe anyone a damn thing, because I did it by hard work and dedication. So, man, those people that are running out there to chase bank to the ATM, trying to get their quick money, fast money burns fast, man. There ain't no crime I've ever did in my life. No scam, no scheme, no infinite glitch, no chase money, none of that shit that I've ever done, okay, that I could sit here and show you something for. Not a single grunion, not a belt, not a shirt, not a sopa. I can't show you nothing. But for all my hard work legally that I've done, I'm living the good life. Good things come to those who hustle. Legit. The word hustle can go both ways. You can hustle someone out of something, be a stone cold hustler, or you can move smooth with a purpose. Go get your hustle on, homie. Put some hustle behind that muscle. Nipsey Hussle. He was a hustler. See, that's what I like to do, is just hustle. I don't try to hustle anyone out of anything, but I'll hustle with you. Let's go get it, right? That's the definition of someone that's really a go-getter and wants to go out there and get it and bring it back to support himself financially and his family. I don't need infinite glitches. Now, here's the fine print that they're not telling you. Hey, the Chase Money glitch. Do you think that all these guys ran to the bank? See, not everyone has a Chase account. You have to have a Chase account, right? So everyone ran to Chase Bank signing up. Here, man, broke than a motherfucker. How much does it take to open a thing? It takes $99, sir. I got 90. They're counting 1, 2, count pennies. You know what I mean? Is that enough? Yeah. And then immediately waiting on Wednesday, they're stressed out the game, right? Fuck, man. Fuck, right? And as soon as Friday hits, boom, they're running bad checks. It's called running paper. Okay, that's all it is. Running paper. Let me explain to you. So I had a white homeboy, a Wood brother, right? He wasn't Roach, but he was a good homie. And, or I thought he was. Let me explain to you exactly what happened. So he used to run paper. And I'm not going to tell you guys the intricacies and the details into running paper. Let's just say he used to write bad checks. And what he'd do is he'd make these company bad checks. He'd print them up himself on a computer. They looked pura. They looked real. They had real serial numbers. They would take one check basically and copy it over and over. And he would give these checks. He had teams. And he would send this team over here to go cash these checks and this team over here to cash these checks. And they'd get hella bread, right? They'd be fucking up their names. They'd find people, mostly chicks, that were all strung out, that didn't care, to run these checks. And then he'd get all the money, give them their little 200 for each check or whatever, boom, and cash out. So one day, me like a baboso, he was like, hey, bro, you want to run some paper? I'm going to do some big ones, bro. Anything under 5,000 or whatever, they can't be detected or whatever. We'll do like 4,800, boom, boom, all day, man. Hey, I'll give you a rack on each, man. We'll go do like 30 of them. So I was like, damn, I'm going to come out like 30 racks. Fuck yeah, right? God was on my side, or someone was, because I picked this tweaker up. And he spun to the gills, brother. That's how the whites say it, right? This vato took him a shot right in the car and went, I almost threw up everywhere. And he went, took his breath away. And he's sitting there and he has this little brown, it's like looks like, I don't know, for me, it would be something I put deodorant and toothpaste in if I'm going on a trip. But he has his R, that's his equipment, right? To get down. That good white, brother, right? And so we're driving, I'm driving, giving him a ride. He's like, yeah, we got to go to the homegirls here. Then we got to go to the homegirls there. And we're going to, here, girl, homegirl, everywhere, a homegirl, right? I'm like, do they get my ones all over there? He was like, yeah. I was like, well, everywhere, homegirl. Let's go. And we're hitting little spots, licks, and everywhere, you know, he's a tweaker. So everywhere he has to get a certain thing here. I need the ink here. I need this computer here. My computer broke. Let's go to Kinko's. I need to go over here to Staples, right? He just all spun out, and we get pulled over. Boop. And we were just getting ready to go do this elaborate scheme where I thought everything was going to be free. Was willing to put my name on the line. I had enough common sense to understand it would probably bounce back on me. Like I said, I did that crime way back in the days and did time for it. So I realized, okay, fuck it. I don't care, man. My greed and what I wanted right then overtook everything. Okay? I didn't have delayed gratification skills. I had instant gratification. I wanted it now. I was on my Veruca Salt shit. Don't care how. I want it now. We get pulled over. I ain't going to get shit now. But time, right? So as we get pulled over, we got computers. I mean, you could tell. These cops are up on game. They know about the tweaker activities. They know motherfuckers are going to go run paper. And here I am, clean cut, nice car, got a job. And I got the most spun out white dude you could ever think of in your life next to me. The motherfucker looks like Dracula, right? Looks like he hasn't slept and really hasn't in months. Vato's pale white. Now that we get pulled over, it seems like in the cop lights, he looks different, right? Now I can really see who I'm riding with. This motherfucker's like, brother, don't stop. I'm like, hey, motherfucker, are you going to pay for my insurance? So I pull over, right? I'm like, don't trip. Let me handle this. Cop comes in my car, license, insurance, boop, 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 boop. Looks at that guy. How about you, sir? I ain't got to give you shit, brother. Right? I know, you're going to give a shit. They hit the corner. What I didn't realize and what I forgot about is he had that little brown thing. That motherfucker slid that shit under the seat. My seat. Right? They snatch him up. Next thing you know, I see him pointing and everything. He's chewing beef jerky. First thing he's 8 months. Right? Brother, right? You send him over there. Hurry up, brother. He's got legs. It's got a gang shelf life, right? So, of course, they come over, get out the car, handcuff me, search under my car. There's an editor there and all kinds of shit. And I'm looking at him like, I don't want to say nothing, but I'm like, bro, right? He's like, I don't even like Mexicans, brother. Right? I'm like, oh, no. They put me in the cop car, take me down for paraphernalia, book me and release me. I was pissed, right? Got a lawyer. He ended up dropping it. The fact of the matter is this, and this is how stupid he was. So he had all his computers, all his paper shit and all that. He had like a briefcase thing full of stuff. The cops make him take off walking. They ain't giving him my car. They tow my car. They let me they take me to the county. Of course, I end up getting out the next day and trip out on this. I went to go get my car at an impound, right? And all his shit was in there. So I came up on computers, all that, right? That motherfucker called me, hey, brother, you got all my paper. Can I get it back? Motherfucker, he told on me. No, brother, I said it wasn't mine. That's telling. I don't care. Look, I'm going to give you guys straight up some knowledge you can't get in college right here. If you're riding with your homeboy in his car and you got a cuete on you and you throw it under his seat, man, and you say it isn't me, you dry snitch like a motherfucker. Basically, you're saying it's not mine, it's his. Because he's going to be the one charged for it. Don't do it, man. Don't do your homeboys dirty like that. Anyways, back to the Chase Money glitch, man. It's bullshit. Don't do it. Don't even attempt to do something like that. It will ruin your life. Financially, emotionally. Ain't no chick's going to be want you. You're a scrub. You will be a scrub. Do you want to be a scrub? Let me tell you about that song, The Scrub, real quick. You know the one by TLC? I don't want no scrubs. Scrubs are the one that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the past. Okay, let me tell you. One day, I realized I was a scrub. Okay, and it really hit me. I was cruising. Homeboy's driving, clean-ass Mercedes whip. And there's some chicks walking by. And I'm like, damn, what's up? Right? And then the song Scrubs comes on. And starts explaining the person I am. hanging out the passenger side of your best friend's right, China. I was like, oh, if you have a car but you don't, oh yes, boy, I'm talking to you. I was like, damn. If you live at home at your mama, I was like, yikes, right? If you have a shorty but you don't, oh fuck, right? I was a scrub, homie, right? I ain't no scrub no more, but I'm saying that's what I was. If you want to be a scrub, go do some Chase Infinite glitch shit and see how much of a scrub you'll be. With that being said, I'm Touchy Moose with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming. Remember, man, I only want the best for everyone out there. Don't be believing the hype. Don't believe it. That's like the Hells Angels are going to Aurora to go fight Venezuelans. Don't believe this shit, man. If you see it on TikTok, you know, it doesn't work. Look, besides the pulling oil, that shit's good. Look, I'm going to tell you guys real life right now. All these chicks are running around with the diamond cut TikTok pants on, even some dudes. It's crazy, right? Talking about makes my butt look good. No! Bitch, it makes her look flatter. I'm just saying, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly believe in, and that's the betterment of all people. There you go.